So let's look at some of the impacts that a pandemic would of this sort have on companies of the size of WPP and some of the subsidiaries. So, how does that differ to some of the smaller agency players from both a commercial and operational perspective?
Well, in general, I like to talk in general because this is something that affects all the global holdings. In general, we are looking at a business that is a substantial business. Maybe few people understand that we're talking about a business that is worth $517 billion in worldwide spending. Okay, this, if you were comparing it to a GDP of a country, it would make it the 25th, 27 largest country in the world. Okay. We are looking at the GDP per capita in terms of the employees that are working in this industry, which account for 624,000 people, more or less. A per capita GDP, which would account to basically 20 times the size of Belgium. Okay, so this is a big business, it's an important business. Okay, the operating model that is, coming out of this pandemic situation is clearly a model that needs to take into account that the estimate is that the business will go down, has gone down 11.8% in 2020. Okay, so we have almost 12 percentage loss in terms of volume of business, which has a dramatic impact on the margin that those holdings are delivering to shareholders. Due to the fact that while in some markets it's easy to reduce staff quickly, in some other markets it's more complicated. Okay? So I would say that as you have seen, or as people familiar with the industry can track, there have been significant mergers in the last year, because clearly holding companies are trying to create as much volume as possible. I would say that if you look at a business, the way I look at a business, which is really like I hope I'm being clear here, a Cartesian axe, okay, where the North Star is really the strategy that the company can put in place, the South Star is the operation, the East Star is the volume, and the West Star is the margin. Let's say that the business is like this. The quadrant that really companies need to leverage is the one that stands between operation and volume. You need to run an effective operation. You need to make sure that you are scaling the operation to a level that can sustain the revenues that you are managing. Okay, but at the same time, hang on the volume. Okay, because the margin is something that you can regain when things will go back. But at the moment, clients, marketers are looking for real partnerships. Okay. Marketers are suffering significantly unless they are in the fast-moving consumer goods, which have seen, of course, an increase in the volume of sales. For most of other businesses, we're talking the travel industry or the entertainment industry or any other industry that has really been affected. This has been a dramatic. Automotive, for example, has been a dramatic here. Okay. And we are not seeing signs of, I don't think we will be seeing signs of recovery in the course of 2021. In fact, the estimates are stating that we will need to go to 2022 to see a rebound of the investments to the level of 2019. Okay, so I would say that partnership is very important with marketers, making sure that they don't feel that they are being squeezed. Okay, let's say. And hanging as much as possible to the volume is, in this phase, is extremely important. In the last couple of days, preparing for our chat, I was just giving just was reviewing the share performance of all the groups versus, for example, one of the latest companies that has been formed by Sir Martin Sorrell, who stepped out from WPP and created S4. You can see that the performance has been, if you look at in the last 2 years, the performance of the last 2 years, you can see that it has been like being on a sledge. Okay, so significant decrease for most of the groups, with now most of them recovering, not yet, having reached the level that probably shareholders are expecting in terms of the value of their share and the dividend that actually they can extract at the end of the year, of the fiscal year. But if you look at, for example, a business like the S4 business, looking at only at the share performance, you would say that yes, of course, it's easier to grow from a smaller base than when you are a significant operation. But at the same time, it looks like they cracked what I was saying before. So they have focused their energies and their attention on driving value through operation, through through what? Let me define it: a digital factory, a very large digital factory, which is actually delivering value at a reasonable price point. Okay, which is actually what marketers are looking for at the moment.
Thank you very much. I can't wait to do more of a deep dive. Please, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.